Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the JD Ways. I'm JD. Well, for now, we're gonna call me PriusPaul. I'm gonna be PriusPaul, and this other person, we're gonna call him DogLeashDavid. Now, let me give you, I'll just tell you the story. So, about a week ago, DogLeashDavid had a dog, and his daughter, I guess, let the dog out without a leash, and the dog jumped onto my car and almost caused damage to my car. DogLeashDavid's argument was there was no damage done to my car, so there's no problem. Well, here is the problem. The problem is the principle. The principle of the situation. DogLeashDavid and his daughter should have had a leash on the dog to begin with. Anytime that you take a dog out, in my opinion, you really should have a leash on your dog because, the situation is there. Like, something could happen like it did a week ago. So, my thing with all of this is if his daughter had a leash on the dog and the dog still jumped onto my car, then there's nothing that could have been done. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, she can train the dog as much as she wants, but if the dog still jumps, the dog still jumps. I completely understand. At least she had a leash on the dog and she did what she could. Something better that she could have done was make sure that the dog stayed away from people's cars. That's another thing. And so the problem became much more serious. It's the principle of the situation is what I'm saying. It's the guy DogLeashDavid wouldn't take ownership of the situation and ownership of the problem. He just kept evading it. He kept ignoring the problem. The problem was there. The problem is, hey, DogLeashDavid, your dog jumped onto my car and scratched my car, or didn't scratch the car, but your dog jumped on my car. Go get a leash for your dog right now. And he said, I don't have to put a leash on my dog. I said, is this what you do? You just let your dog jump on other people's cars? You just let him, your dog create all these problems for you? Is this what you do? Is this what you guys in your family do? You guys just don't have respect for other people's property? Is this what I'm understanding? Because what I'm understanding is that when you're telling me no, that you don't have to do that, that tells me that you don't have respect for other people or other people's belongings. And he just couldn't respond to that. And he said, well, there's no scratch and there's no problem. I said, that's not the point. If I punched you in the face, David, and there's no bruise or there's no mark, there's no problem, is there? Right? If I hit you with a sack of oranges, as long as I didn't break your nose, there's no problem, is there? If I pushed you in front of a car and a car hit you, but there's no damage to the car or you, there's no problem, is there? If I threatened you with a gun, there's no problem, is there? The problem is still there. You don't push people in front of a car. You don't threaten people with a gun. You don't threaten people with a weapon. You don't touch other people, and you don't touch other people's belongings. Right? That's the problem. And he wouldn't take ownership for it. So, if the video somehow surfaces and people call me PriusPaul, that'd be great. I totally want that to happen. I totally want that video to come out. Because I don't appreciate people's dogs jumping on my car. Whether or not it causes damage isn't the point. The point is if you have a dog outside near people's cars, you are expected, and if you know your dog is hyper, if you know that your dog is wild, you need to have a leash on your dog so that you may control your dog. If your dog jumps onto somebody and they are allergic to dogs, they may have an allergic reaction and sue you. If your dog runs out into the middle of the street and they hit your dog and they damage their car, they can sue you. You don't want these problems. Keep your dog on a leash. That is the problem. The scratches on the car isn't the problem. Whether or not there are any isn't the problem. The problem is the fact that he has the same belief as somebody who says, oh, if I pull a gun on you and I'm threatening you with a gun, or I'm holding onto your throat over the edge of a cliff, I'm about to push you off, but I actually don't. He thinks that's okay. Oh, the person didn't get hurt, so there's no problem. The property didn't get damaged, so there's no problem. There is a problem. There is a problem. The problem is there. So keep your dog on a leash. DogLeashDavid. That is all that I want for people. Respect my property as though you would want someone to respect yours. You don't want me kicking your dog, so don't have kicking your dog. You wouldn't want me jumping on your car, so don't have your dog jump on mine. You would want me to wipe my feet before I walk into your house. So keep a leash on your dog. You would want me to respect your property. So respect mine. That's what I want from people, but it seems like not a lot of people, would want that. So that I don't understand, you guys. Like, I don't understand how people can be like that. They're like, oh, well, I don't need to respect other people's property. There's no damage, so there's no problem. I mean, okay, guys, I want you to tell me in the comment section below what you think. Do you think that anybody who owns a dog or a cat or any animal, if they have them outside the cage, if it's especially a dog or a cat, they should have the dog or a cat on a leash or in a cage? What do you guys think? That's my opinion. If you have a dog or a cat, keep that damn thing on a leash. Period. If it's outside. In your house, I don't care. They want to jump on your car, I don't care. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Anyways, drive safe, wash your hands, don't touch your face. Ew, gross. Acid reflux. Alright. Wow, look at these headlights. Wait, let me see if I... Boom. Oh, so dark. Oh, epilepsy warning. Wow. Anyways, have a good night, guys. Bye.